All right, squat 3 ways. So let's talk about this workout, and then we're going to go over the options for the individual movements, and then we'll talk about dealing with load and all that in a second. So it's a 15-minute EMOM of 3 things, which means you're going to do each one, wait for it, that's right, 5 times. So it starts off with a squat. And you're going to do 8 to 12 reps there because that's the easiest of the 2 movements. And then the lateral squat, you'll do 3 to 5 each, right? Because that is a little bit more challenging. And then 2 to 4 rotationals because that is the hardest movement. So if you're using one weight across, you're going to have to go down in weights. Now, let's talk about our options for keeping all the loads the same, right? And then at the end, we're going to talk about why you might not want to keep the loads the same. So keeping loads the same, if you've got a barbell, back rack, everything. So you just leave that bar on your back. You can pop it up and down in between rounds, but it's back rack. The front rack would be really hard to do with the other 2 movements, so it's got to be a back rack, which means it needs to be a weight light enough you can get onto your back. Kettlebell and dumbbell are goblet squats for the traditional and rotational. And then the lateral can be goblet squat, but it also can be held low. If like, getting tired holding this up here, if that's going to be your limiter, just hold the lateral down here, right? That's totally doable. Up to you on that. Now, here comes the problem. We don't have multiple bars, a lot of us, or multiple implements. So the back squat might be too heavy for something you could do for the lateral and rotational. So you're going to have to play with that, right? If you find that I can't find a suitable weight that even if I go to the high end rep on the back squat and then the low end rep on the lateral squat, I can do it. It makes it a good workout for me. We got a couple options. If you got a barbell, it's actually pretty easy. You'll do, you can load up your bar for the back squat, and if you've got an extra plate, you can hold that plate, right? The other option is you just load the bar up for the back squat and you do the other movements unloaded, which if you're struggling with even relatively lightweight, that's probably okay. If you've got multiple implements, use them. You can use the back squat or the barbell for the squat and then use the dumbbells or kettlebell for your other 2. If you've got dumbbells, yeah, you've got a couple options. Probably the easiest option would be to use both dumbbells up here, right? And then do a goblet variation for the other 2. That would be totally fine. That would give you double the load. And so that should work just fine. Kettlebell, you are kind of stuck where you have. So just if your weight's too heavy for those lateral rotational, you'll just have to do body weight. But with the barbell and the dumbbell, there are a couple options for that. All right, good luck, guys.